Hi everybody, it's Mark Shellshear. This is the Mark Art Show coming to you from Galleria de las Islas in Metro Manila, Philippines. And I'm in the Kayamanan and Usher section of the gallery today. This is where we carry fine porcelain. We even have a Chinese horse here. We have furniture and many other things. It's very, very unique. Lots of different things. Okay guys, we're talking about embracing the growth mindset. Very important that we understand what we want to do. You know, a vision for the way we want things to be. A vision for how we see the future, for what we want for the future for ourselves. Okay, now, successful artists are doing something differently. Why is it that we can have two lots of artists all painting paintings, and yet seemingly one gets more successful than the other? What is going on there? Success is consistently turning up and doing the things that will make you successful. Now that's fairly obvious, isn't it, that I would say that? So success is turning up, doing the things consistently that will make us successful. If you consistently do the things that we are going to talk about, then you will become successful. I cannot tell you when you will exactly become successful, but you will, because time will do that for you. You know, it's kind of like when you decide, like someone about my age, that you're going to go start walking every day and you're going to go for a walk around the block. So the first day you go for this walk around the block and you get round the block, and my Lord, at the end of it you feel like you're going to have a coronary and you're going to go and sit down. And you do this day in and day out, and before long you notice that you're walking for an hour and you're fit and you're enjoying it. And you get home and you feel better and you feel good in yourself. Now, when you exactly became fit, I'm not sure, but I know if you consistently walk, you will become fit. And so within the art business, so within any business, if you consistently do what is right, that will make you successful, you will be successful. I can't exactly tell you when. Okay. Let's see some of the things that we should be very consistent about. Things that artists are not so consistent about, but things we should be consistent about. Okay, the first thing, number one, when you go to work at your craft, whatever that may be, whether it's 2 hours a day or 8 hours a day or 12 hours a day, work. Consistently, get in and work as hard as you can for the time you have to do that craft. So if you've only got 2 hours a day, you work hard as you can to try and make it into 4 hours, to try and get as much into that as you possibly can. But the key is consistently doing it. That if you've only got 2 hours, that you make those 2 hours count. If you've got 8 hours to paint or 8 hours to do your craft, whatever it may be, whether it's sculpture or writing, then you do 8 hours. Don't make excuses. Don't find reasons to put it off. You don't need to check your email 4 or 5 times a day. You don't need to check your posts on Facebook 10 times a day to see how many likes you've got. You just need to post it and get on with what will make you successful, and that is working, doing your craft. Okay, so the first thing, be consistent at your work. Make sure when you work, you work. Okay, next thing, set aside every day some time for self-education. Whether it be 20 minutes or half an hour or an hour, you must set that aside, and you must consistently do it religiously. You must take that 20 minutes or half an hour and read a book. You know, look, I stress this so much. Friends, what if the book you don't read is the one you really need? So read a book on marketing, read a book on sales. Now I'm only telling you to read 20 minutes a day. So maybe it's only a chapter a day. Whatever you choose. If you're not reading anything now, a chapter a day is good. So think about that. You've got to get a book, read books on success, on self-improvement. Read books on how to be a better person. Read books on how to be a better artist. Put your time consistently every single day into education. It's very important. If you can read one chapter a day, you will read 35 chapters in a month. That's more than in most books. So you can get in and read a book every month just by doing it one chapter a day. And if you read one chapter a day for a whole year, that's 365 chapters. And you will be amazed at the benefit you will get from it. Because you'll be learning. You'll be learning new things that you don't know. And every time you can learn new things that you don't know, you step one step closer to success. I can't tell you how much, I can't push it as hard as I'd like to, how important it is to put aside consistently half an hour every day to read for your benefit, because it will benefit you. Imagine what you can learn by reading one chapter a day, every day of the week. You'll be amazed. That includes Sunday. Okay? Now, the other thing, you've got to consistently work on your thinking, on that negative voice that's in your head. And you've got to learn to speak to it and say, stop it, that is wrong, that is not right. This is the truth. I do that. I speak it. I can be walking down the street and all of a sudden my mind's off on this crazy tangent that is totally wrong, and I say, stop, that's wrong. Now, I might look crazy in the middle of the street, but I don't care. I'm more concerned about silencing that negative voice, because it is not an advantage to have a negative voice going off in your head every day. Positive is what's important. Okay, the next thing. Become, well, a better way to put it, recognize the fear. Recognize fear when it comes to you. Recognize the thief when it comes. When it says, don't do that, this is too hard, you'll get criticized, or don't worry, people will laugh at you. Who do you think you are to do that? When you can recognize the voice of the thief, you can then use it to your advantage. So when the thief turns up and says, I wouldn't do this, this is crazy, you're going to get criticized, your response is, oh, you turned up. I must be doing the right thing. Now I will do it. Learn to use the thief. You can't get rid of the voice. You can't ever get rid of it. But you can certainly use it to your advantage. Other things you need to do, learn to be friendly. Consistently be friendly. Every time you see somebody in the street, no matter who it is, be friendly. It's an asset, and people will talk about what a friendly person you are, and that's what you want. And be sincere about it too. Be that friend. Be the person who learns to speak to strangers. Even if you've got to go and do Toastmasters or something, I cannot emphasize the strength of being able to speak in public. It is a great asset if you can get it. It is worth it. Because when you can stand up in public and articulate your thoughts and put your vision out there and tell people about what you really believe and what you are doing, you will convert people to your art very, very quickly. People want to hear somebody who's passionate, who is obsessed with their art, who's doing the work and consistently turning up every day of the week. So important, my friends. If you consistently work on those things that I just gave you, I can guarantee you that success will find you. It will find you. Why? Because you're doing the things that build consistency. Now, I could have added in there getting out and selling your work. That's very important. That's another one we're going to be consistently doing, selling, putting our things out there. But learning about it gives you the ability to action it. And that's why I didn't mention it this time. We'll talk about consistently selling. But sometimes you're not out there every day selling, but you can every day read a book on sales. Sometimes you're not out there having a show every month, but you can continue to read books about the things so you know marketing and you can do marketing properly. Okay, my friends, I hope that helps you. I hope you are consistent today in your practice. You do the things that lead you to success. And I can't exactly tell you when success will turn up, but it will turn up and you go, wow, where did that come from? It'll be kind of a surprise. Okay, my friends, have a wonderful day. I look forward to talking to you in your studio in the days ahead, somewhere on this planet. I also thank everybody for all their continued support, for all the nice things you say. I do appreciate it very, very much. Thank you. And hey, remember to reach out and touch people, care for people. It's very important that we do that. Okay, hugs and smiles are free. You have a fabulous day. I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Ciao.